Yoga. Yoga is very safe, easy and healthy way to get fit whole life without any problems. It just needs regular practice in right way of body movements and breathing. It regularizes the connection between three components of our body such as body, mind and soul. It regularizes the functioning of the all body organs and prevents the body and mind to get disturbed because of some bad situations and unhealthy lifestyle. It helps in maintaining the health, knowledge and inner peace. By providing a good health it fulfills our physical needs, through knowledge it fulfills our psychological needs, and through inner peace it fulfills the spiritual need, thus it helps in maintaining the harmony among all. Regular practice of the yoga in the morning provides outer and inner relief by keeping away from the countless ailments at the physical and mental level. Practicing postures or asanas strengthens the body and mind as well as creates the feeling of well-being. It sharpens the human mind, improves intelligence, and help in high level of concentration by steadying the emotions and feelings. The feeling of well-being creates helping nature within us and thus enhances the social well-being. Improved concentration level helps in meditating and provides calming effect and inner peace to the mind. Yoga is like a practical philosophy which develops self-discipline and self-awareness within us through regular practice. Yoga can be practiced by anyone as it is irrespective of age, religion, or health circumstances. It improves the discipline and sense of power, as well as provides a chance to live healthy life without physical and mental problems. To enhance its awareness about all benefits all over the world, the Indian Prime Minister, Narendra Modi has suggested to the United Nations General Assembly to declare the 21st of June as an International Day of Yoga so that each and every may know about yoga and can be benefited. Yoga is an ancient Indian tradition which was originated in India and practiced regularly by the yogis to get fit and meditate. By seeing the benefits of implementing the yoga in daily life, United Nations General Assembly has declared the International Day of Yoga to be celebrated every year on 21st of June. We cannot count the benefits of yoga. We can understand it only a miracle which has been gifted to the human fraternity by the God. It maintains physical fitness, reduces stress, control on emotions, feelings, controls negative thoughts, feeling of general well-being, improves mental clarity, enhances self-understanding, connects to the nature, and many more. Health and fitness. Health and fitness is the state of being healthy both physically and mentally. Regular exercises and balanced diet can improve health and fitness of a person. We can define health as the state of complete mental, physical, and social well-being of a person. It is not only the absence of illness, diseases, or infirmity. We can define the fitness of any person as the ability to meet demands of the environment. How to maintain health and fitness? There are various ways we can keep us healthy and fit if we follow regularly the following. We should regularly involve in the daily physical exercises by getting some time from our much hectic schedule. 30 to 60 minutes of exercise on daily basis or 5 to 6 times a week is ideal for anybody to remain fit. Healthy and clean food in right amount and at right time is very necessary for a person to stay healthy and fit. Healthy nutrition with high fiber, low fat, high protein, and rich source of vitamins and minerals is the key to good health. In order to get fit and healthy, good sleeping pattern is very necessary for any person. We need to maintain a discipline in our daily routine and focus on good sleeping pattern which must start and end at right time. Taking quality sleep of 8 hours each night boosts our immune system and helps in preventing cardiovascular diseases as well as improves mood. Inadequate sleeping pattern leads to the sleep disorders and various mental disorders. Importance of health and fitness. Health and fitness is very important for people who want to live a healthy life very happily and peacefully. A healthy and fit person is only capable to live life to its fullest extent. We can say a person healthy and fit if she is physically and mentally fit. Physically and mentally fit people become less prone to the medical conditions. Health and fitness of any person helps in decreases the risk of diseases, high blood pressure, diabetes, coronary heart diseases, colon cancer, osteoporosis, obesity, stroke, breast cancer, etc. Make them feel better both physically and mentally. Improves their confidence level. Heals injuries soon. Helps to live longer by adding years to the life. Reduces stress and improves quality of life. Reduces anxiety level, stress, and feelings of depression. Conclusion: regular physical activities and routine exercise is very necessary for the people of all age group, especially younger generations. Health and fitness brings happiness in the life and helps a person to live stress-free and disease-free life. Healthy lifestyle. Healthy lifestyle is the need of the hour. While it came easy to the earlier generations, these days people find it hard to follow owing to the fast-paced life. People are working hard, partying harder, and doing everything apart from taking care of their health. It is time we must take our health seriously. A few healthy habits can help you develop a healthy lifestyle over a period of time. Healthy habits that must be followed. Follow a healthy diet plan. Following a healthy diet plan is of utmost importance when you are trying to live a healthy life. Begin by following a healthy diet plan that includes all the essential micronutrients and steer clear from junk food. Wake up early. Most people are unable to indulge in exercise, have breakfast, and spend few quality moments with their loved ones in the morning because they do not wake up on time. Make it a habit to wake up early each morning so that you have enough time to accommodate all these tasks. Exercise. Squeeze in at least half an hour each day to indulge in physical exercise of your choice. You can choose to go for a walk, swim, practice yoga, deep breathing, or do anything that interests you. This helps in de-stressing. Sleep on time. Since you have to wake up early, it is essential to sleep on time. You must ensure that you take at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep every day. Put your mobile aside. You should make it a habit to keep your phone aside while you are working to enhance productivity. Also keep your phone at a distance when you are at home and spend quality time with your family. The rays emitted by mobile phones are harmful. It is thus suggested to keep it away, especially when you sleep at night. Connect with positive minds. It is always good to be friends with people who bring in positivity in your life and stay away from those who indulge in negative talks. Also socialize with those who follow a healthy lifestyle rather than those who regularly indulge in unhealthy habits such as smoking or drinking. Have your meals on time. As important as it is to follow a healthy diet plan, it is equally essential to have your meals on time. Make sure you do not skip your breakfast or any other meal of the day and have your meals at the right intervals. It is also suggested to have 5 to 6 small meals during the day rather than having 3 large ones. Follow your interest. Most of us are so engrossed in our work these days that we forget to take out time to follow our interests and hobbies. It is a good idea to squeeze in some time to follow your hobbies such as gardening, reading, writing, or anything of your choice. These act as a good replacement for the unhealthy habits and also help in keeping stress at bay. Conclusion. You must make an effort to deliberately inculcate these healthy habits in your daily routine to attain good physical and mental health. Importance of yoga. Yoga comes from the Sanskrit word Vayuj. It means to join, connect, or unite. It is the union of individual consciousness with universal consciousness. Yoga is 5,000 years old Indian philosophy. It was first mentioned in the oldest sacred text, the Rig Veda, Vedas were a collection of texts containing mantras, spiritual information, songs and rituals to be used by Brahmins, the Vedic priests. Yoga is being practiced in the Indian society since thousands of years. A person doing yoga will move from one posture to the other called asana. Yoga benefits people who practice it regularly. The form of exercises performed in yoga is called as asana, which are capable of bringing about stability of body and mind. Yoga asana are the simplest and easiest way to reduce our excess weight and keep fit. Origin of yoga. Yoga originated in ancient India thousands of years ago, long before the first religion or belief system was born. It is believed that Shiva is the first yogi or Adiyogi and the first guru. Thousands of years ago, on the banks of Lake Kantisarovar in Himalayas, Adiyogi shared his knowledge into legendary 7 sages, as it was hard to put all his wisdom and knowledge in one person. The sages took this powerful yogic science to various parts of the world, including Asia, North Africa, Middle East, and South America. India is blessed to have found the yogic system in its fullest expression. The fossil remains of Indus-Saraswati civilization are an evidence of the presence of yoga in ancient India. This presence finds a mention in the folk traditions. It is included in the Indus Valley civilization, Buddhist and Jain traditions. According to the studies, yoga was being practiced under the direct guidance of a guru, and its spiritual value was given a lot of importance. Sun was given the highest importance during Vedic period, and that's how Surya Namaskar was invented later on. However, Maharishi Patanjali is known as the father of modern yoga. He did not invent yoga, as it was already there in various forms. He assimilated it into the system. He saw that it was getting quite complex for anyone to understand it in any meaningful way. So he assimilated and included all aspects into a certain format, Yoga Sutras. The role of breath is very important in the practice of asana or yoga positions. Breath is a vital force, and our body requirement of oxygen changes depending on our actions. If we exercise, then we require more oxygen, hence the breathing becomes faster, and if we are relaxing, then our breathing becomes relaxed and deep. In yoga, the focus is integrated on breath while indulging in slow movements as well as while doing complete asana. Yoga promotes smooth and relaxed inhalation and exhalation during the practice. Conclusion: yoga is only partially understood as being limited to asana. But people fail to realize the immense benefits yoga offers in uniting the body, mind and breath. Yoga can be opted and practiced by any age group and any body size. It is possible for anyone to start. The size and the fitness level don't matter, as there are modifications for every yoga asana according to different people. AIDS. AIDS is a public health issue, perhaps the most important such issue in recorded history. Although the AIDS pandemic reached its peak in 2005 and has declined since, there are still around 37 million people worldwide who are HIV positive. Moreover, as of 2017, AIDS has been responsible for the deaths of 28.9 million to 41.5 million people around the world. Raising awareness about this disease is absolutely vital. This is why the WHO has marked the World AIDS Day as one of 8 official global campaigns. What is World AIDS Day? 1st December is the day designated as World AIDS Day, an international day that is meant to spread awareness about AIDS. However, this is not the only reason this day is celebrated. It also allows people who aren't HIV positive to support and ally with those people who are. It is also a day when those who eventually succumb to the disease are commemorated. It is the first ever day dedicated to a global public health issue. Importance of World AIDS Day. There is no denying the fact that the spread of AIDS isn't as rampant as it once was. Thanks to awareness campaigns, scientific advances, and new treatments, we can understand and combat the disease better. However, There is no avoiding the fact that nearly 37 million people are living with this disease and new pockets of infection are being discovered every day. Moreover, people with AIDS are still subjected to discrimination and live in fear of the stigma that the disease carries with it. Therefore, it becomes very important to remind everyone that AIDS is still very much out there. The government and public must continue to spread awareness, raise funds, and combat the prejudice and discrimination that people who are HIV positive face. This is why World AIDS Day is celebrated annually as a reminder that AIDS hasn't gone away. What to do on World AIDS Day activities? On World AIDS Day, we need to show our support for those who are living with this disease and those who have been struck down by it. One of the most common ways to show solidarity is to wear the HIV awareness red ribbon. These ribbons can be found in packs of 100 at the online store of the National AIDS Trust or NAT. The order is free, but those who buy the packs must show that they will use the ribbons for fundraising. The trust also sells red ribbon brooches from the online store. Another way to show support is to either organize or participate in World AIDS Day events. Conclusion. While the AIDS pandemic has been contained to a certain degree, the disease has still not been eradicated. Until that goal is reached, World AIDS Day needs to continue so that people don't labor under the misconception that this deadly disease is gone. Instead, there is awareness about the disease, its prevention, and its treatment. Cancer. Cancer is nothing but an unusual growth of cancer cells in any part of the body. Certain body parts are more prone to developing these cells. If not treated on time, these can spread to the other parts of the body. While most cancers are deadly, especially if detected at a later stage, the good news is that you can prevent this problem. Ways to prevent cancer. Prevention is always better than cure. So here are a few ways in which you can prevent this condition. Drink plenty of water. The health benefits of drinking plentiful water are known to all. This is especially helpful in bringing down the risk of bladder cancer, as water can dilute the concentration of agents causing cancer and flush them. Have at least 8 glasses of water each day. The water must be filtered and clean. Healthy diet. A healthy diet is no doubt the key to a healthy lifestyle. Have a healthy diet loaded with various fruits, vegetables, cereals and pulses to lower the risk of developing various kinds of cancers. Have green vegetables. It is suggested to go for the greenest varieties of the green vegetables as these are rich in magnesium that lowers the risk of cancer. It particularly reduces the risk of colon cancer in women. Include Brazil nuts in your diet. These are loaded with selenium that is said to reduce the risk of developing bladder, lung, and colorectal cancer. It is a good idea to have a handful of these in between your meals instead of hogging on unhealthy snacks. Caffeine. As per a research, those who have 5 or more cups of caffeinated coffee each day have a lower chance of developing brain, oral, and throat cancer compared to those who drink less. Exercise. The importance of exercising has been stressed upon time and again. Besides offering numerous other health benefits, indulging in moderate exercise regularly helps in lowering the risk of developing various types of cancers. Avoid filling fuel tank to the top. A recent research shows that filling the fuel tank to the top can thwart the pump's vapor recovery system, which is created to keep the toxic cancer-causing air out. Apart from inculcating these healthy habits, it is important to steer clear of tobacco consumption and lower your alcohol intake. Conclusion. As per the researchers, around 70% of the known causes of cancers are related to lifestyle and can be avoided with little effort. It is essential to make it a habit to follow a healthy diet and exercise regularly to stay fit and prevent this vicious condition. Addiction. Addiction of any kind can have an adverse effect on the victim as well as those close to him. It is said that addiction is a family disease. One person may use, but the whole family suffers. Consequences of addiction. Here is a brief look at the consequences of addiction. Health hazards. The health hazards associated with drug and alcohol addiction are known to all. These are bad for your physical as well as mental health. Those addicted to certain foods develop eating disorders and also incur various health problems such as obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular problems. Addictions of other kinds also impact the health negatively. Monetary issues. When you are addicted to something, you spend on it excessively. You are so obsessed with it that you do not realize that you are overspending. It can dig a hole in your pocket and your budget can go for a toss. Those addicted to gambling, drugs and alcohol mostly borrow money to quench their addiction and often end up in debt. Relationships problems. People addicted to drugs and alcohol often lose their sense of control and end up indulging in unnecessary arguments and conflicts with those around them, thereby straining their relationships. Those addicted to social media and internet are so engrossed in their mobile that they ignore and neglect their family members. Those having gambling addiction are frustrated most of the times, and this affects their relationships negatively. Adverse effect on studies work. Addiction also hampers one's studies and work life. When you are addicted to something, all you can think of is that particular thing. You lose focus and your grasping power also goes down drastically. Besides drugs and alcohol, mobile addiction is also hampering work to a great extent these days. Ways to get rid of addiction. While the harmful consequences of addiction are stated time and again, however, people still get addicted to various things. Though these things give them temporary pleasure, they are aware that these are not good for them. Those trying hard to get rid of addiction of any sort can try the following. You need to understand that you cannot just decide one day and leave your addiction then and there. You will have to go slow on it. Give yourself some time. It is a good idea to choose a date when you will finally quit your addiction. This will keep you motivated. Take one step at a time when trying to get rid of your addiction and stay determined. It is suggested to identify what triggers you to indulge in that habit and avoid the trigger. Also identify what triggers you to do otherwise and do that. It is wise to seek professional help if you are trying to get rid of alcohol or drug addiction. Your friends and family members are always ready to support you in this direction. Seek help from them. Conclusion. Addiction to anything influences our decisions and choices. We are not able to think rationally when we are addicted to something, as our prime focus is the thing or habit we are addicted to. This has negative repercussions on our relationships as well as work. It is suggested to avoid these in the first place. However, if you develop some kind of addiction, you can get rid of them with the help of aforementioned tips. Happiness. Happiness is basically a state of being happy and content. Several philosophers have given different views on this topic. However, the most dominant one is that happiness comes from within and must not be searched for in the outside world. Money cannot buy happiness. It is sad how people look for happiness outside. Many people associate happiness with money. If this was the case, then rich people would have never felt sad. But on the contrary, we see that it is the rich who seem more anxious, fearful, stressed, and often experience relationship problems and suffer from depression. Celebrities such as movie stars, singers and ministers have hordes of money, and yet the divorce rate of these people is much higher than the general public. These people live in constant fear of being chased or hit and hence require security all the time. They are more fearful about the safety of their children. They are also the ones more prone to theft and robbery. Many of them have so much overflow of wealth that they are constantly stressed about where to invest or hide it. On the other hand, those belonging to the poor classes are often more carefree and joyous. This is not to say that being rich is a bad thing. Having money means that you have access to a lot of things. You can go on holidays, plan social gatherings, purchase good clothes, buy properties, live in a good locality, and a lot more, and all this brings in a feel-good factor, which is an essential component for being happy. However, believing that if you have all these you will be happy is wrong. Materialistic things can make you happy momentarily but cannot help attain true happiness. Happiness comes from within. It is rightly said, you will find true happiness in life when you realize it only takes you to be happy. True happiness lies within yourself, it doesn't come from others. This point has been emphasized at several places. But most people dismiss it as irrelevant. It needs to be understood that happiness is basically a state of mind. It cannot be achieved from things we see outside. We have the power to create it with the help of positive emotions which can be achieved with good thoughts. Conclusion. It is basically our thoughts that create our emotions. So we need to work upon building positive thoughts and a positive outlook towards life, and it would ultimately result in true happiness. Health. Health is the name given to the state where a person is physically and mentally fit, has good interpersonal relationships, and is spiritually awakened. One must take utmost care of every aspect of his health to enjoy a wholesome living. Techniques to optimize health. Here are a few simple techniques to help optimize health. Follow healthy diet plan. The first step towards maintaining good health is to have a diet rich in various micronutrients. Your diet must especially include fresh fruits and green leafy vegetables. Also have pulses, eggs and dairy products that help in your overall growth, and cereals that render energy to keep you going throughout the day. Take proper rest. It is essential to give your body adequate rest to stay healthy and retain energy to work. Sleeping for 8 hours a day is a must for this. In no case should you compromise on your sleep. Lack of sleep leaves you lethargic and drains you both physically and mentally. Exercise. It is suggested to take out at least half an hour from your daily schedule to indulge in any physical exercise of your choice. You may try brisk walking, jogging, swimming, cycling, yoga or any other exercise of your choice. This keeps you physically fit and is also a great way to relax your mind. Play brain games. As important as it is for you to indulge in physical exercise, it is equally important for you to play brain games. These are good for your cognitive health. Meditate. Meditation is a great way to calm your mind and sit in self-introspection. It takes you to a higher state and gives more clarity of thoughts. Surround yourself with positive people. It is essential for you to surround yourself with positive people. Be with those with whom you can indulge in healthy and meaningful discussions, and also those who bring out the best in you rather than discouraging you. This is good for your emotional as well as social health. Go for routine checkup. It is a good idea to enroll for annual health checkup. Precaution is always better than cure. So if you see any kind of deficiencies or any such issue in the report, you can seek medical help and cure it just in time before it escalates. Conclusion. Today, people are so caught up in the rat race that they forget to take care of their health. It is essential to understand that health comes first. One must follow the aforementioned points to optimize health and live joyfully. Junk